Welcome to episode 129 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. This week, Joshua goes from X-Files paranoia to all-day passion fruit margaritas. Sean drags him through Disney announcements, corporate greed, and a moon mission where Joshua instantly leaves his crew behind. The red button really brought out his leadership style. Then it's sparks in the dark, shower massage self-discovery, and one more reminder that these two should never be trusted near space travel. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean and this is Joshua. And Joshua, this is episode 129, an odd number. You knew it was coming. But buddy, how are you doing this fine odd week?
I was waiting for you to say this is going to be an odd number episode. It's like it's either odd, it's either even or it's odd. I mean, just one or the other. Yeah. But dude, actually going into this episode right now, I was watching X-Files.
X-Files, really?
Sorry, I had to pause for a second there because I don't know if people still watch X-Files.
I'm sure they do, but not religiously anymore. I think that was more like a 90s thing.
Yeah, so I'm going over this like emotional thing where it's like I was kind of freaked out walking up here because they're talking about aliens and spiritual shit. I'm just like, okay, now I'm sitting up here in the dark in the studio, now that lights are on. So like emotionally, I feel a little weird right now, but physically, I think I'm okay. So
wait, what was the episode about that you were watching?
I think in this one, Scully got abducted. So she was sitting in the trunk. Someone's pointing out a gun at her, and it's like this whole thing. She's going up to this like haunted mountain, and Mulder's on the hunt for her, and he's riding up this cable system that's about to break. Yeah, it's complete nonsense, but like, yeah, that's what I was watching before I came on. I got on right now, so it's just like kind of like, okay, I go from that to now talking to Sean and to everybody else on the podcast.
Wait, are you alone right now in the house? Does that make it even creepier?
No, I'm not. There's
okay.
My girlfriend's downstairs. I got the two dogs downstairs. So it's not like I'm totally like in a weird space right now, but I have to shift gears sometimes. And it's a really weird gear to shift when I go from watching that to like, now I'm like looking at your pretty face and talking to everybody who's listening and watching. Hello. Yeah, again. So there you go. That's my emotional state of mind right now. Thanks for asking, Sean. What is your emotional state of mind right now? Like, how are you feeling right now?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm a little bit tired, exhausted from the week. So, I'm here with everybody, with Joshua. I'm trying to get through this episode. Filming kind of late in the week, so the turnaround on this one's going to be kind of quick. So, the sooner the better, really. But with that being said, buddy, not sooner, but better. What is in your cup, my dude? What are you drinking this evening?
All right. Thank you for asking. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call this an all-day margarita.
Margarita?
An all-day margarita. And it'll make sense when I get to how I'm going to explain this, because today I took a sick and tired day, and I was sick and tired of doing what I was supposed to do. So what did I do? I sat around and I drank all-day margaritas, Sean. And so this is what is in my cup. I'm calling it an all-day margarita because I other than being scared all day, I just been sipping on margaritas. I think it's like my fourth one. So if I start to slur or I pause with these like glazed over eyes into the camera, very awkwardly for watching. No. I've been sipping today.
Okay.
And
also, your margarita looks fancy as fuck. Did you garnish it with something? What is that on top?
I did. It's actually a passion fruit margarita, and there's slivers of dried passion fruit.
What the fuck?
It's on top right here. Yeah, dude. So I went all out.
Bougie motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, did you make it, or is it from a can, or what?
Okay, so I didn't go out and like squeeze a bunch of passion fruits because it's just not how I do things, how I operate.
Squeezing them.
Like there's passion in the squeezing. I mean, sure, but I wasn't going to sit there and do all that. So yeah, I went the cheap route. I bought a big bottle. It's like the 1800. I forget who actually makes it. It's like the 1800 premix. But what I did splash out. I put some frozen pineapple slivers in there. I did put a couple more of the passion fruits in there to blend up inside it. So it's the mix with frozen pineapple chunks and some more dried passion fruit. And since I've been drinking these all day, I can already tell you they taste really fucking good. And that is what's in my cup, buddy.
All right. Hey, did you splash a little extra tequila on top, like as you make them?
No,
No,
it doesn't.
Really.
It does not need it. It honestly,
Okay.
I don't need any more tequila. Maybe the ones earlier in the day did need more.
As soon as you woke up, a little extra splash in there.
Between the X-Files and Margarita, you couldn't watch two dynamically different things. Usually you'd be watching like 50 First Dates or some like happy on the beach movie while sipping Margarita. I'm watching scary shit with my girlfriend.
God, that's
and now,
great.
Again, I'm on here with you, but cheers, buddy. What do you got going on,
buddy?
man?
Hey, cheers. I'm kind of taking the same beachfront vibe with you right now. I got a Cutwater. I've been saving this one for the episode. Tiki rum Mai Tai. It's one of my favorite Cutwaters. I've had this one a lot of times on this fucking podcast. So when I'm not drinking ciders, I'm drinking these. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in my cup over here to off camera. And, buddy, shall we jump right into the episode, or do you want to talk about some stuff before we hit the chat with this section?
I don't know.
I mean, we got a whole bunch to do, buddy. We got a whole bunch to do today.
I know that I kind of feel the same way. Are we eventually going to get to talking about moon shit? Are we eventually going to get there? We are going to get there.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so should I not bring up the fact that today I actually watched, I mean, this is coming out after the fact, but I'm happy to report that Artemis did land safely.
Yes, it did. Yep.
And everybody is still alive, and I watched it live, and like when I watched the launch, when I saw them come down and they were all alive and everything, like everything was just good. It literally brought tears in my eyes, because I'm a person who loves space. I love science. I love exploration, and to watch that, to finally get to see this happen in my era, if you want to call it that, like fuck it, this is my era, our era,
yeah. Our timeline, yes,
our timeline, whatever we're in here. It was pretty magical, and I really hope this isn't just like some publicity stunt like the Amazon bullshit, and Bezos went up there and jerked everybody off. And then, yeah, I heard that's what he did. But that publicity, and then it never went back. So I really do hope that, that this isn't the end, that we continue to explore, because I know we got to get off this rock, and because this rock isn't going to be here forever. So I think we need to, as a species, get off this island and travel a little bit. So I'm super happy. It was emotional for me. I love that.
Man, I'm happy that it was emotional. I'm happy that it touched you, because it didn't touch me the way it touched you. I thought it was cool. Again, it's amazing, right? Space, the final frontier, as they say. But I would like to hark back to a conversation that we had previous weeks ago. Let's fix here first before we figure out the rest of the fucking situation, right? So with all this fun, I'm glad they made it back safely. That was the biggest concern for everybody, is getting them up there and getting them back. And so that was really nice that it all worked out positively. But let's just fucking focus on here now and try to fix the shit going on with the world, right?
Okay, gotcha.
I was going to ask you something, though.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
What if this was just a giant publicity stunt, buddy? What if this was just a giant Samsung commercial for their new Samsung phone that can go 400 times zoom? What if this was just a commercial for that? Would that make you feel upset in a way that you'd want to like revolt, or would that just make you disappointed in a way that you just want to kind of curl up in a ball and just end it all?
No, I kind of, honestly, I would be really bummed, because I think progression in science just needs to happen. It has to happen. So if this just turned out, if they put a big ass banner in space, and like in the next full moon, you see a big old like
Samsung.
Yeah, it's a big old McDonald's or some shit just on the moon. It's like, damn it, dude, they did it again. The big corporations bought it all up, and they screwed us again. But I want to think that what we did there was, to test out systems and to do things for when we go back, so people don't die. Because obviously, 4 people went, and I don't think I think at some point you got to send more than 4 people at a time to get up there, to make shit happen. Other than robots and all the other stuff that you got to send there, but
drones and shit. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a timeline to build a base on there, or some kind of structure that we can just, do research and things like that. But what a hell, sorry, tangent, what a hell of a view that would be if you were on the moon. and a
Yeah,
big
looking
ass
at Earth.
meteor hit the Earth or some. What a
Oh shit! Watching it
what a
explode.
show that would be. Yeah, just like
Dang.
if you just saw basically like something hit the Earth and just all of a sudden you're like, okay, there goes Grandma. Like it's over. Like.
No longer Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. More like Grandma got struck by a meteor.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Solid.
Yeah, man. And how long could you be there before you could come back? I mean, there's all these things, but
Brody,
I really hope
you
it's
would-
not all.
You would
What?
never be able to come back if we were both on the moon and we witnessed a meteor strike the Earth, taking out, glassing the planet. Right, like we talked about last week.
Yeah.
We would be stuck on the moon, but we would have to learn how to repopulate, just you and I, because there ain't no going back to Earth. We're done. We cooked.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be a bummer, but I mean, I really hope this continues. The science continues on this, because I think we got to go. I think we got to bow. There's just not enough here, and we got to go somewhere else.
Yeah, agreed. Now, with that being said, let's move on. Let's hit the chat with the section. We'll get back to the moon talk in the last half of the episode. So if you just want to skip over to 37 minutes whenever we get to the next half after the AI song, we'll talk about the moon some more, because these are the topics this week. Topic number 1 is Disney's big announcement.
Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
I did this for you.
Scared.
Sean, I did this
scared.
research for you, buddy. This has nothing to do with me. Everybody
All right,
knows how
all
I
right.
feel about Disney. I mean, if you don't know now, you may know at the end of this.
There we go.
That was for
The
Sean.
next topic is a spark. That is what the topic is called, a spark.
Okay.
And the final topic for the week is called Moonfall. So we'll talk about moons again later on. But Joshua, Disney's big announcement. I'm worried. For those of you, this is your first time watching or listening. Hello, we are Sean and Joshua, your new best friends. I am a huge Disney fan. Joshua is borderline, not even close to a big Disney fan. I mean, he has an understanding, I guess we could say, of what it is. But Joshua, what are you talking about here?
Okay, so because Sean, like you just mentioned, is a big Disney fanatic, and it came across, I don't even know how this ended up in my algorithm, but Disney has made some big announcements, and I just want to know if these big announcements mean anything to somebody who bleeds Disney, who sleeps with Disney, who's just all about
Sleeps with Disney.
yeah, maybe you have some pajamas or something. I don't know. I'm taking a
I'm in a
guess
race
there.
car bed, everybody. A Lightning
Yeah.
McQueen race car bed still.
So I just want to know if these big announcements are going to mean
Sure.
anything to you, if it's going to change your way, like if it's going to get you to go to Disneyland, because apparently attendance is down, and maybe some of this stuff will bring you back and bring some other people back. So first one on the list, Sean, is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It's going to reopen on May 3rd. How do you feel about this? The reopening of Big Thunder Mountain, is that going to bring you back?
I don't know which park you're talking about. This might be Walt Disney World, because I'm pretty sure Disneyland's Big Thunder is still open. But I'm a big fan of Big Thunder Mountain, no matter where it is. So yeah, I would definitely be excited for that. That's a
Okay,
great
you're going
ride.
back.
I would highly recommend you ride it if you've never ridden it. It's awesome. It's a good time. It's like a good first roller coaster. Like if you're just a kid, it's a good ride. Fun. Good time.
All right, so you're buying another ticket because
I'll
now
buy
it's
another ticket.
reopening.
Yeah. I'll buy another.
Okay. How about number 2 on this list? Soaring Across America, Sean.
Oh God. This okay. All right. Okay. Let's talk
Hot
about
take.
this one.
Hot takes, Soaring Across
Ugh.
America, Sean. But wait, I gotta tell you why, because it's the new version of the ride that's celebrating the 250th birthday of the United States or something like that. Like so they're revamping
They're redoing it. Yeah.
They're redoing it to celebrate this.
Yes. Let me just go on the record here and say, I do not care for this retheming. This is not something I care about. I am in the hardcore camp of they should have never gotten rid of Soaring Over California. All right. They bring Soaring Over California back for the Food and Wine Festival. So it's only there for like 2 months, if that, and then they get rid of it. they need to keep soaring over California because everything else is just garbage. It's garbage. I don't need to go to Paris and see a fucking left-leaning fucking Eiffel Tower, right? I don't want to know about America, okay? I gave up history in school, okay? I'm done with that. I want to see the beautiful state of California and smell the orange groves, smell the pine trees. That's what I want, buddy. That's the America I want to live in. It's just California. So there you go.
You know what I think happened, Sean? You know what I think happened? I think just gas got too expensive in California to soar over it anymore.
Yeah, probably. You're like paying $7 a gallon right now or some shit.
Yeah, it's probably more expensive to fly over too. So they had to cut that. Yeah, cut that out.
Yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
Good point.
All right. This one actually, it's going to take some time for this one, but it's the Animal Kingdom expansion. I guess it's replacing Dinoland.
Yes, so they're expanding. This is Walt Disney World, not Disneyland, but they're expanding to do like a what is it? What is that movie called? It's eluding me right now. The Meredith movie, the fucking. We don't talk about Bruno.
Hey, phone a friend.
We're phoning a friend. Sorry, offline friend over here. The old lady. Encanto. They're making an Encanto themed land and also an Indiana Jones portion of that is being extended out there. That I would definitely go buy a ticket for to go see the Indiana Jones portion of that. So I'd be excited for that. But the Encanto thing, it's okay. Movie was good. We'll see how that turns out. I'm not really a huge fan, but it could be interesting. So we'll find out.
Okay,
I'll buy
so
a ticket.
that's just like a 50-50?
Yeah, 50-50.
Like maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one? How about the Buzz Lightyear? Buzz Lightyear's reopening. It's the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin.
Yeah, they did some. I think they did some improvements on that one. Yeah, I like that one. It's better if you do it with a friend or a partner.
Usually that's kind of the
probably not. That's not. It's not enough to get me oiled up and ready to go back.
All right, I got one more for you as far as attraction goes, but this one's going to step outside of both of the kingdoms, and you're going to have to get a little wet and step onto a boat for this one, because I guess Disney Cruise Line has recently announced the name of the 9th ship. It's a massive fleet expansion, so they're doing a number. I guess they got like 9 ships now. Have you ever been on a Disney cruise, Sean? Would you go on one?
I've never been on a cruise in general.
Okay.
I would love to go on a Disney cruise.
Okay.
Some of the YouTubers that I watch have been on all of the cruises on the Disney line. So seeing them through that is pretty cool, and I would love to do that. But I don't know, man. I guess it kind of depends on where they sail out of. Like if that new cruise line is somewhere in China, then I'm probably not going to go that far to sail on that
right.
cruise line, Like I'll wait till one comes in like San Diego or sails out of Seattle. So, yeah.
All right. So you're not a seaman?
No, not really. I mean, I like seamen, but I don't really consider myself to be seaman. So.
Okay. Do you want any more? Because they got a few more announcements.
A few more announcements? What else did they announce?
All right. Well, they also got movies coming out, I guess.
Oh, sure.
You want the new movies?
Yeah, let me hear one of these movie ones.
Okay.
I'll give you a hot take on them.
How about how about this one? Because I know you love sequels, and this is forever away, so I'm just going to ask you now because we will get there. December 18th, 2026, Ice Age 6.
Ooh, I am actually happy about this one. I am very excited that they're bringing back the Ice Age franchise, because I feel like that franchise kind of like really kind of made Disney and Pixar kind of step back a little bit and go, oh, we're not the only people in this game anymore. And, it's time to kind of like put up our dukes kind of thing, right? It inspired innovation is, I guess, the moral of that story. And so I'm excited that they're bringing it back to see kind of like how they have their kind of take on that storyline and stuff. So it's going to be exciting, at least for me, because I was a big fan of that movie series.
Okay, because we're talking sequels, I got to ask you one more. Mm-hmm. How about on June 19th, Toy Story 5 is coming out?
So this one they just need to let it die. They need to let Toy Story die because this is going on forever and there's no need for it anymore. There's like really,
just like this topic. It's going on forever.
It's going on forever. Nobody needs this anymore, right? Nobody needs to hear us talk about this. So just like Toy Story 5, Joshua, they need to just let it die. Just let that fucking series die. We're good. We don't need to know about Toy Story and Woody and Buzz. Like we're good. They're toys. They're gonna live on forever. They're plastic. The movie should just end with them in the garbage patch in the Pacific Ocean. Like that's how that movie should end because that's where they're gonna end up. So
it'd be like the whole like Titanic story, like the Toy Story Titanic story. They're just
then they end up on a garbage patch. Yep, and then that's where they live their life.
That'd be a perfect way to end it, right?
Yeah.
Just the last place they end up. Yeah, buddy. Well, there you go. That was Disney's big announcement. I just wanted to have fun with that because I know, Sean, you're a big Disney person. And if you're listening and you love Disney too, I don't know if any of those are going to get you either back into the movie theater or you're going to go to the park, whether it's Disney World or Disneyland. I don't know if I'm going to go this year. Sean, final question on Disneyland. Are you going to Disneyland this year?
Not this year. Probably next year. This year I'm doing Vegas, and I think that's the biggest trip that we have planned out so far. So we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Should we move on?
Yeah, buddy. Let's go ahead and move on. Actually, before we move on, one last thing on this Disney thing, real quick. In Walt Disney World, there is one thing I do want to try that Joshua did not mention, but they just opened, which is a Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar that is amazing. It looks awesome, and I would like to try that. So that's the last thing I would like to say on that topic. Now we can move on to a topic called a spark, because this is going to be a real tonal shift here, buddy. Let's shift it up a little bit. Have you seen the incident in your state of California where a disgruntled employee decided to burn down a warehouse full of toilet paper? Did you see that?
I did see clips of it, but I did not know that took place here in California.
Yeah, right in your home state, buddy. Right in your backyard, to be honest. I just want your take on this, buddy. Right. Just a simple question here. Besides giving people a living wage, right? Because that's the definite answer, right? Besides that, though, because that's easy, that's low-hanging fruit. What would be something else that a company could do for its employees that would make employees want to work for that company? You know, what I guess the question is, what makes a good company?
I mean, I would start with healthcare for sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think if anybody listening looks at their paycheck at the end of either every week or 2 weeks or when you get paid, I think it's incredible to see how much insurance companies and companies charge you for insurance. And half the time, if you're healthy, you don't even get any kind of credit at the end of the year. You know, say you're taking out like $300 a check or whatever. I'm not a math guy, but I do the math at the end of the year, and they don't even give you like, you know, a that-a-boy back. You know what I mean? They don't give you some kind of bonus for being healthy. Like, where's the healthy living that we're all supposed to live by? And then we don't get anything back from that. So I would probably start with health insurance. And then in any other type of perks, like say you work at a grocery store, some places probably have this, like maybe discount on food and grocery. And maybe even buying organic food, things that are better for you at a cheaper cost than garbage cost of you know, bad for you know, an apple should be cheaper than a Snickers bar or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like a bigger
like
discount,
a healthy incentive program. Like let's just use the grocery store example here. You work at the grocery store, and instead of the bag of hot Cheetos, you'd pay full price for that, but you'd only pay like 2 cents for an apple. Right, because it's healthy. It's a healthier alternative. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind that either. Yeah. Healthcare would also be a good one. You're right on that one. I would also say that with the healthcare aspect, you know, that should include everything, right? That should include your vision and your dental. All of that combined should just be healthcare, right? Because I know some businesses will kind of just separate all that and not include it in everything. So that healthcare should be a universal term, right? What else? What else do you think would make it?
I mean, clearly, I mean, you know, I don't know if we could just throw wages. I mean, obviously, wages should match the cost of living. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I know it can't be the rise and fall like the stock market. Like all of a sudden things get like cheaper, so now you pay me $5 an hour. You know what I mean? Like you can't just have this fluctuating, so there's got to be a stabilization there. But I think wherever you work, if it's a distributing company or whatever it is, whatever the bonuses the company gets on the major side of things, like they should incentivize, they should give you bigger bonuses based upon on how much money the company makes, like regularly. Like I know where I work, we get like bonuses twice a year, but then you look at some of these, what these companies make, and they're like, we made all this money and I only get it twice a year, but you get it every day. They make money every single day. So I think it's hard to, it's hard to always attack wages, like give me more money for that. There's got to be other incentives there, like gas credits, or how far do you have to drive to work, or it's basically a quality of life with every job you work at. Wherever you work, it attacks your quality of life, and however it affects your quality of life, I think that should be what the company who you work for gives back.
Okay, so the reason why I said at the beginning of this, besides wages, is because the question I have for you is, if you were to take a company, like if you were to take a job at a company that has many other benefits, like let's say they give you free healthcare for everything. You have, they say unlimited paid time off, but that's not really how it works. But let's just say in this company, it is how that works, right? The word unlimited paid time off is exactly how that works, right? And they cover your babysitters. They do all these other things for you, but they pay you minimum wage. Are you still taking that job?
Okay, well, but minimum wage has to match my everyday cost.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the United States minimum wage, which is like $7 or some shit like that. Whatever it is, that is what they pay you, but your benefits are through the roof, right? You get pretty much anything you could ever ask for as far as benefits go. They give you a car, they pay for your gas, they find you housing, right? But you're only getting paid $7. Are you still taking that job?
No, because it's hard for me to still live a fruitful life. And I'm not saying like live outside of my means, like, because I play golf, right? Like some of these places I play golf at, like by no means am I saying I'll have a lot of money, but a round of golf can be like $100.
Yeah.
And so like, am I still going to be able to play golf again? My life, am I still going to be able to live my life happy getting that minimum wage? If the answer was no, if all I'm doing is getting great benefits from somewhere, but I can't do anything, I'm still shitting in a bucket at home, using the water hose to rinse my butt because I can't buy toilet paper because, again, I'm making minimum wage. Like, I can't go to the doctor every time I take a poop. It's got to wipe my butt. You know what I mean? I need to live off the minimum wage still. So whatever that minimum is, still has to maximize my lifestyle, or at best, like, keep me healthy or happy, or I could, there's got to be more than just minimum. Minimum is barely making it, man. Minimum, your pants don't even fit you. Like the button barely buttons. Like,
okay, so for you need to be paid more money to function, right? To function and receive
everybody
the same
does.
Benefits, right? Would you take a job that gives you no benefits but pays you an ungodly amount of money?
No.
Okay. All right. So there's no in between. There's no in between.
No, there is. There is an in between, and the in between is not being gouged by corporate greed. That is the in between that we have. That there's an imbalance here right now. The way the teeter totter is not. We're not going back and forth here. We're getting reamed, and it's ridiculous. Like credit card companies, like there's certain companies that make so much money on the back end. Again, I don't see their book in physical, but I can guarantee you everything they put in there is not everything that's coming out either. People are hiding shit left and right. You know what I mean? There's offshore account. I mean, there's all kinds of weird shit out there. People hide millions and they hide money everywhere. So if you pull back, the veil on all the money that's going everywhere, I think most people could get a little bit more, and the trillionaires still would be trillionaires. It would be fine. It'd be totally fine.
The reason I asked both those questions, buddy, is because I wanted to see the kind of person that you are, and I don't think you would be happy in even in a middle sense. Like, I think you would always be trying to strive for more than market value, because I think generally people lie in the two camps, whether it's being paid minimum wage and getting outrageously great benefits, or it's being no benefits and getting paid a hell of a lot of money, right? I think those are the two camps most people fall under, because I feel like people who fall under the middle category, where they try to get the best of everything, end up wanting more in some category. So I don't think you would even like, you would not be able to function in that situation. But
well, sure, because I'm always wanting more. Like, I always want more, exactly. Just health wise. I always want more. Like, it's not. That's the kind of person. It's not like I want a better car. I want more of this or more of that. Like, it's not like I'm that greedy. Like, I'm greedy more.
Well, I mean, you are. You are a greedy little motherfucker. But this is the problem that the companies are stuck with, right? Because yes, they can pay you a better living wage, right? But then you get less benefits, right? But if you already argued that you wouldn't take a job with less benefits and more money, then a company's they're getting fucked, right? Like, a small company would get fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's the insurance. It's the insurance company that are charging the companies. The insurance companies are the one that are doing that, and the company you work for also has to go along with those deals. They sign contract, whatever that deal is, and whoever's making money somewhere on the back end. Whatever money they're making more than that. Big companies are always going to make more. So is there more for the little person? Yes, there is.
Yeah.
There's always going to be more there's always going to be more. Like, look at the way gas is going up. Gas no way matches what people are getting raises on. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's just not a balance of how the system works right now. And how do you balance it? I don't know, because I'm not up there. If I was, I'd probably be scared, to know that, aliens probably are real and we're all bots. This is all simulation. But
I think in the United States, there is no way to balance it. I think very strongly that if there was a way to do it, I feel like I feel like California would have tried to find a way to do that already. And I think there's at this point.
Think so? That's why you moved, because you knew they couldn't.
Exactly. No, exactly. And I strongly believe that there's no way in the United States that we are ever going to get a living wage for anybody. It's going to be like this until we're fucking 80 years old, because this is just the way the United States was made, is by sucking the life and pennies out of its people. So, with that being said, buddy.
Yeah, okay.
I think that you and I should move to the moon. I think, hear me out on this. I think you and I should become the first heterosexuals to go to the moon with one objective: repopulation. We got to figure it out. I think that's what we got to do. I'm standing by that statement, buddy. Standing by it. Wow, okay. You give us the AI song this week, because I wanted the song title is the whole reason why I think this should be a valid option. So, introduce us. What do we got?
All right, Sean. Yeah, I didn't know that was where that single was going to go. I thought we were going to go more into like what should happen to the person that actually lit that place on fire, because holy shit, you know what
he's
I
going
mean?
to be, hey, he's a hero, okay? He's a hero. He's going to go to prison for a very long time, and the company's going to get its money. So, that's exactly what's going to happen. We don't need to go further into it.
Wait, what did burn down, by the way? Was it all like toilet paper? And it was toilet paper?
I think it was toilet paper.
All right, warehouse. So we already had a shortage, and this guy burned down $1 billion. Okay, yeah. So don't be upset when you get to your local store and there's no toilet. Blame this guy, okay? Not this guy you're looking at or listening to, but the person who wasn't me. I'm still out. Yeah, it wasn't me. But yeah, okay, all right, I get it. There's going to be a shortage, everybody, and hold on to your socks, literally, because you might need them. All right, the AI song, Sean, you're right. It is called Sparks in the Dark. And the title came even before the topic that you came up with, which is quite interesting how some of this intertwines. So we don't plan this stuff, and it's funny how the universe works because that happened that way. But real quick on this song, when I was doing this song right here, I had another analysis paralysis situation. I did so many versions of the song. I ultimately went back to some of the original ones I did, and I just kind of got stuck, and it was really weird where I was going. I didn't even know where I wanted to go with the song, but ultimately I think I came out with something pretty cool. But I got stuck on this song, so you're gonna have to let me know if all that overthinking it did come out good or it still sucked. Because if it still sucked, this is gonna be terrible.
Well, shit.
It took me time to fucking figure this thing out, dude. It was crazy. Now, is this gonna be my voice you hear? I don't know. Or is it not gonna be my voice? Probably not.
Not yet. He's probably not ready yet, boys and girls. He's probably not ready.
Not on this episode. But yeah, Sean, it's going to be a duet. It's an upbeat kind of some guitar. It's going to be some kind of trap melody. It's just going to be upbeat and fun, and turn the volume up. It's going to be fun. But Sparks in the Dark.
Let's fucking get it, ladies and germs. Actually, I'm turning it down so it doesn't blow Joshua's ears out. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, enjoy.
Saw you in the sunlight, they painted just for you. Moving like the tide with a beat only you can move to.
Got you staring too long, boy, don't get ahead. If you want my rhythm, better keep your step sharp instead.
Two shadows in the heat, already shifting in the groove. Didn't think you'd show tonight, but here you are stealing the beat. Walking in like you on the tempo, turning heat into heat.
Please, I like to keep you guessing, keep you on your feet. If you wanna match my rhythm, boy, don't you dare skip a beat.
You talk tough, but your smile's already dancing on me.
Maybe,
but don't think that means you're leading this scene. Come a little closer, let the bass decide the pace. You feel that pull, yeah, that rhythm's got a taste.
slow down, boy, you gotta earn your place.
And if you wanna keep up, better bring that chase.
Cause the night's heating up and the drops getting near. Two sparks in the dark, drawing everyone here.
Wildfire on the shoreline, burning through the groove.
Heartbeat like a bass drive, dragging me to you.
Caught up
In the night, spinning fast, we own the sound. Two sparks in the dark, making waves to shake the ground.
hit that low kick, make the whole floor shake.
Drag that
Baseline till the concrete breaks.
step in.
Close now, feel the pressure rise.
Two shadows locked in, fire in our eyes.
Bring the spark, I bring the spark that cuts straight through the dark.
In the straight back heart, leave a burn like a mark.
Let it hit, windows down, you laugh, riding shotgun with the beat. You said you weren't impressed, but your eyes were locked on me. You leaned back cool, but your pulse was picking up heat. Yeah, I felt that spark hit twice when our rhythms met on the street. You were halfway in my lane, acting like you on the frame.
But the way you hit that tempo had me vibing through the flame.
That first kiss wasn't planned, it just landed on the beat.
Two rhythms colliding, turning friction into heat.
Come a little closer, let the bass decide the pace. You feel that pull, yeah, that rhythm's got a taste.
Slow down, boy, you gotta earn your place.
And if you wanna keep up, better bring that chase.
Cause the night's heating up and the drops getting near. Two sparks in the dark, drawing everyone here. Wildfire on the shoreline, burning through the groove. Heartbeat like a bass drop, dragging me to you. Caught up in the night, spinning fast, we own the sound. Two sparks in the dark, making waves to shake the ground. Wildfire on the shoreline, tearing through the groove. Heartbeat like a bass drum, pulling me to you. Locked into the night, no escape, we run the sound. Two sparks in the dark, lighting up the whole damn ground.
Hit that low kick, make the whole floor shake.
Drag that
Baseline till the concrete breaks.
step in.
now, feel the pressure rise.
Two shadows locked in fire in our eyes.
I bring the spark. I bring the spark that cuts straight through the dark.
In a straight back heart, leave a burn like a mark.
Let it hit, boom. Sunlight, shoreline, still
See you in that view.
don't get soft now. I'm not done.
Dancing with you.
Two sparks in the dark, still burning through the room. Still riding that beat.
Still chasing that boom.
Hot dog, buddy.
Well, buddy,
That's good. It's not bad. I didn't hate it.
I don't know what to
Yeah.
say. I don't know
That
what
was
to say.
good.
I tried.
Not bad at all. Did you spend too much time and effort on it?
Yes, I did.
No, I think it was up there. It was good. Yeah, I like the dynamics. Lyrics were good. Had a nice beat. Made me feel things in my heart. It's nice. So I appreciate
Well,
it.
it's funny because like your song last week, how you did multiple versions. You played two songs.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes I need to play like another version of that song so I can get like a gauge of like, should I have gone with this one instead of that one?
Yeah,
Because
it's hard,
I have
man. It's hard.
I have a totally different one that has like a lot of like not a lot, but there's elements into like the DJ, the scratching, the turntables. There's just other elements in there and
Okay,
and
more texture. More texture.
more texture. And I was just like, man, which one do I want to go with? And ultimately, that is the one I went with, and I wasted a lot of quarters. And
Those quarters go fast. Trust me.
dude, and it's funny because at some point when you've listened to a song so many times in a row, you kind of forget what vision, like you just get lost along the way. And I think when I was making that song, I got lost because I was way further along than the song you just heard. I reeled it back to that one for some reason. I just couldn't find the sound I was looking for, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Sean, I did, like I said, use a lot of quarters, and this is going to continue. Songs are going to get better.
Yeah, they are. And I can't wait for you to start using your own voice. That's going to be like my big thing is once I hear Joshua's beautiful, sultry voice on one of these AI songs, and, my life will be complete. And, this chair is going to come out under me. So who knows how long that'll take. So,
All right, buddy. Should we move on?
let's
Past
move on,
the
buddy.
AI?
Let's do Joshua. This topic is called Moonfall.
Okay.
And I wanted to do something a little odd this week. And I don't know how long it's going to take. So we may have to cut this into a few different parts for a different week.
Fine.
But, Joshua, we love Chat GPT. We love AI technology. We're all about that life. Controversial take, I guess some would say. But I had Chat make me a choose your own adventure guide, buddy. Do you remember doing a choose your own adventure guide for Halloween? And then we did one, I think last year for funsies somewhere. I had it make one for us, buddy, with a few prompts that I gave it and a few different suggestions and ideas. So, buddy, let's do a quick choose your own adventure. There is a visual portion to this, everybody. If you would like to follow along, head on over to sorryforthedelay.live or check us out on our YouTube channel. Sorry for the delay. Joshua, here it is. This is called Moonfall, the Red Button.
Okay.
All right. Now, I will say, so Chat made all this. It coded everything for us. And there's little sound effects. You can hear it.
Oh, that's cute. All right.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and read it for you, buddy. And for the people listening, hey, let me read. This is going to be me reading to Joshua a lot. So prepare yourself for that. So here it is. The Moonfall, the Red Button. Joshua, you are the fourth astronaut on a mission that is scientifically prestigious, emotionally unstable, and one bad decision away from becoming a documentary with ominous music. Premise. Here's your premise, buddy. The year is 2041. A private public moon mission called Lunar X-4 has chosen you as one of its 4 astronauts. The press calls you brave. Your aunt calls you the one who licked the battery as a child. Both are true. Your first task is to choose the other 3 astronauts that will shape the mission, panic style, and the exact flavor of your inevitable crisis. So you have your crew manifest over here on the right-hand side, buddy. That's you and the 3 people that you're going to select. And then your mission disclaimer is the side effects of a lunar travel may be included. Oh, sorry. Side effects of lunar travel may include awe, dust in places dust should never be, sudden respect for checklists, and difficult ethical choices involving one cartoonishly red button. Are you ready for this, buddy?
Absolutely. Let's go. I love these books, by the way.
What?
I love these books. Like,
okay,
I used to read these books. It's one of the few books that like kept me interested. To be honest, choose your own adventure. I love this shit. It's like an every day for me. Choose your. I love this.
Do you want to read the mission disclaimer first before we
I can't
start?
even read it. It's so small.
All right,
It's
I'll read it
fuzzy
to you.
for me.
Here, let me click it. The mission disclaimer gave me a pop-up that says, legal has requested that you do not scream worth it during the inevitability decompression. So don't do that, buddy. Let's go ahead and pick your crew. Here we go. Joshua, you can choose 3 astronauts. Please pay attention because there are a lot of astronauts and I'm only going to read their fucking names once.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can see what they do. I can see their name. I can see what they do. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will read it for the audience. Dr. Nova Quibley, flight surgeon.
Yeah.
Nervous genius, can perform surgery in turbulence, cannot open snack wrappers under pressure. Their perk is they keep everyone alive. Their flaws are narrates worst case scenarios like bedtime stories. All right, that's the first one. Next one is Commander Brick Dalton, a pilot, heroic meathead, can land anything, thinks duct tape is a philosophy, perks, unflippable in danger, flaws, pushes buttons with motivational speeches. The next one is Zuri Bite, systems hacker, chaos goblin, can reboot a rover with a paperclip and a threat. Perks, solves impossible technical failures. Flaws, treats mission protocols like polite suggestions. The other person you can pick, Joshua, the next row is Professor Fenwick, geologist / dust romantic, will risk doom for a shiny rock with suspicious confidence. His perks are finds shortcuts in hidden anomalies, and his flaw is cannot resist mysterious caves. The next person is Myra Spoon, communications officer / dry menace, can calm mission control while roasting everyone involved. Perks are boost morale and contracts success. Flaws, weaponizes sarcasm at critical moments. Excuse me. The last person, buddy, is Orion Peppers, botanist, space farmer, packed emergency basil instead of extra socks. Perks. Improvises food and oxygen tricks. Improvises food and oxygen tricks. Flaws. Believes plants can sense fear and criticism. You can pick 3 of those people, buddy. Who are you
only
picking?
get 3?
Only 3 for this mission. Just like the people that just got back from the moon, buddy. That's the whole reason I'm doing this.
Damn it. Okay, so I definitely need food, right? You can't live without food. I'm torn between bringing a doctor or not, because if people die, it's less people you got to feed, right? So, I mean,
That's
just
true.
like, fuck,
Very
dude,
true.
like, maybe you don't need a doctor. I mean, if I die, it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, good point.
So,
good point.
because I'm gone, right? So it doesn't matter. So doctors are cool, but they charge too much. So maybe we don't go with the doctor.
Okay.
So
then-
I'm going botanist. Yeah, I need food. I need a botanist.
So Orion Peppers. Okay.
Got to go botanist. I need a nerd on board, no matter how crazy they are. Everybody knows a crazy nerd. I need one on board because they have to be able to fix shit if it goes crazy. So I need the system hacker.
Okay. Chaos Goblin.
I need homeboy to get us home. And
Zuri Bite.
fuck, man, do I need a pilot? Do I need somebody that knows how to
Maybe get out of there. I mean,
to get
oof.
a geologist, food? Yeah, I fuck, dude. Commanders can have big heads. What was the flaw? Pushes buttons with motivational
speeches. Like they'll give a speech like 7 years ago as I pressed this button, blah, you know what I mean? They just
Oh
give us
man,
speech like that.
this is a really hard because I hate people who just like feel like they got to be in charge like that. But somebody's got to fly, so let's go with the commander, man.
Okay.
We got to get a commander. We got to get somebody who can fly.
All right, you got your 3 people here, Orion Peppers, Zuri Bites, and Commander Brick Dalton. Let's launch your mission, buddy. Boop. All right, Act 1, Launch Day. The rocket trembles. Somewhere below, a quantity of fuel, roughly enough to bottled thunder, waits for permission. You have to select as the 4th astronaut because your physicality profile reportedly shows inactivity, resilience, and suspicious confidence. Your crew, Peppers, Bites, Dallin, pick your opening move, buddy. Would you like to give a pre-launch speech you have not prepared?
Okay.
Audit the snacks like a moral. Audit the snacks like moral is a science, or take a tactical nap and terrify mission control. What do you
know? I'm staying in line with this, what I do on this podcast, and we are going to give a pre-launch speech I have not prepared for.
All right, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. All right. Act 2, the quiet part of the mission. The moon is beautiful. The moon is beautiful. The moon. God damn it. The moon is beautiful in the same way a tiger is beautiful. Sincerely, magnificently, and with no obligation to keep you alive. You give a stirring pre-launch speech. It begins as Churchill detours into a TED Talk and ends like a hostage video recorded by a camp counselor. The crew is somehow inspired. Good job, buddy.
Yes.
What'd you like to do next? Here are your 3 options. Investigate the anomaly because caution is for Earth. Repair the module and pretend nothing feels haunted, or take a team photo for history and propaganda.
Well, I shouldn't be repairing nothing because I'm not the technical guy. I got the hacker for that.
It's
Investigate the anomaly because caution. Why not take a selfie before we all die? Let's do it.
Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's take a selfie. Take a team photo for history and propaganda. Here we go.
Oh, see? Okay,
Oof.
here we go.
All right, here we go.
Some
All
bad
right,
happened.
so, final decision. The red button. The mission becomes a legend right here, and not necessarily the flattering kind. Orion, Zuri, Commander, make it back to the Ascent module as a sprint through lunar dust, falling batteries, and the kind of fear that turns everyone into poets or goblins. The engine cools once. The engine coughs once. Then the dashboard lights up with the brutal truth. There is not enough fuel margin for everyone unless the cargo... Oh, fuck. Did I miss... Sorry. I'm having such a hard time reading right now. There's not enough fuel margin for everyone unless the cargo, backup systems, or part of the crew is left behind. Behind a plastic shield sits a single red button labeled Emergency Mass Reduction. No one wrote a less horrifying name for it. If pressed, the Ascent module launches with survivor's odds for one person vastly improved, and the rest of the team permanently promoted to lunar lore. Joshua, do you press the red button and leave your team behind, or do you refuse the button and stay with your crew?
I think a lot of money was spent getting us here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we just have to press the red button.
All right, buddy. So you're pressing the red button and leaving your team behind. Is that your final decision?
I mean, there was a lot of money spent here. And like I said, I have to take full responsibility. I put the team together. Mm-hmm. I should be responsible for the pressing of the button, no matter the outcome.
Hang on. So what you've just said is that you put the team together, and so you want to be held responsible for leaving your team behind on the moon and their death.
Yes.
Okay. What a selfish choice, but here we go, pressing the red button.
Yeah.
Ending. The button of cowardly efficiency.
There we go. See?
The red button glows like a guilty tomato. Your hand shakes. Earth crackles over the speaker, asking for a decision in the tone people use when when a spreadsheet has somehow caught fire. You push it. The ascent module shutters free. Through the window, your crew stands tiny and silver in the lunar dust, looking less angry than deeply cosmically disappointed.
Yes.
Myris salutes with exactly one finger. Brick mouths, rude. Finn holds up a rock like it should have counted as an emotional leverage. Make it home. You are technically a hero, strategically a villain, and socially radioactive. History remembers you as the astronaut who optimized friendship anyway. A museum gift shop sells a mug with your face on it. On it that says, I left my team on the moon and all I got was this ethical collapse. Oh, buddy, there you go. So that's that. Maybe next week we can play another one. I will tell you that there are 3 Easter eggs in this, my dude. And one of them includes meeting an alien with 3 tits. That is written in there. So
Nice.
yeah, hopefully you had fun. And hopefully everybody who was watching or listening had fun to that too. So, buddy, let's land this plane. I'm tired. My voice is shot now. Please share some fun finds. Let's do some lucky numbers and some fortunes. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right, buddy. All right. This is the point of the podcast where we show off some prizes and fun shit that we find along the way. And because Sean, we're talking a lot about space, and who doesn't love a little something from outer space or somebody who basically was born in space? I have this guy right here. This is Superman. Oh wait, I got to get rid of the chat.
Sorry, chat with this.
Yeah. Sorry. Things get in the way. It's hard to see. So this is, I should have said it even before I showed it off, so thankfully that happened. This is from the 2025 fall collection, the limited edition, and this is Superman.
Wait, didn't you show this one off last week?
No,
Or 2
no,
weeks
this
ago?
is a different Superman. This
Oh,
is
okay.
different. Yeah. There's like 100 versions of Superman out there,
Yeah,
and
there is. Yeah.
this is like last year's version, and it's it's a limited edition. So whenever you find a limited edition, it's always good to pick them up because clearly they're limited, and why not grab one?
Right? That's why they do it.
Yeah. So there you go, buddy. That is my fun find for this episode.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah, man. Hey, let me show you my fun find. Just for the record, I already opened this one because I was way too excited, so I have not shown it off yet. But Joshua, Funko has just started doing blind boxes, and I was able to get one. These are called Blancs, as you can see here, and they have they're pretty cool. They have a whole bunch of different ones on there. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There you go. But yeah, these are pretty cool. And so let me show you what I got in ours. So I'll take it out of its little box here. Like I said, I've already opened this one, so I already know what it is. But Joshua, here he is. This is a beautiful little snail.
It's pretty cool. That is cool, dude.
So there he is, right there. Try to get him so you can see
All right.
him.
It's a Blanc.
It's a Blanc, baby. It's a Blanc. So he's pretty cool. The little snail guy. He's going to go in the background over there. That's the first, mystery Funko thing that they've been doing, the blind box. So pretty cool.
First Blanc. There we go.
First Blanc, baby. One of many. I'm trying to collect them all like Pokemon. Buddy, let's do some fortunes, and then I'll hit you guys with some lucky numbers. So what do you got? What cookie are we going to do today?
We're still doing fortunes. I forgot we were doing fortunes.
Always fortunes, buddy.
All right.
Always
I
fortunes.
mean, what did we do last week? Did we do a boozy or a dirty? I forget what we did last week.
Ooh, I think we did a dirty. Hang on, I can check this transcript. I'm sorry for the late out live.
I'm trying to see I'm trying to feel which one feels more empty.
We did a boozy. Yeah, we did a boozy.
Okay, that sounds about right. Okay, so let's go dirty. Why not?
Yeah,
Just
dirty.
it seems like a dirty episode. Okay.
Yeah, dirty this shit up, dude.
Yeah.
Dirty.
All right, let's go dirty. Once again, these are misfortune cookies, and sometimes they are funny, and sometimes they are just stupid. Awful. Yeah, there you go. That's maybe a better word. This one already came broken. This one already is just like completely
Perfect.
smashed. So I don't even have to like completely take it out of the wrapper because
It's an easy one. It's an easy one for you right there. Easy open, easy peel, as they say.
Let's pull this right out of the package here, please. Thank you very much. All right, everybody. This is a long one. Holy shit. Surprised they fit all this on one little tiny piece of paper. All right. Well, here you go. Here is your misfortune, your dirty misfortune for episode, what's this, 129. Holy shit. Here we go. Your journey of self-discovery will include a hot bath candles, and a 14 jet shower massage.
Ooh. I always love to discover myself through a jet shower massage. You know, just really putting the good old urethra in there.
And 14 of them, too.
Yeah.
Pick a hole.
Exactly. You got 12 of them. So figure it out.
Here you go, buddy. You got some numbers?
That's nice. Yeah, man, let's do some lucky numbers. Feel free to use these for whatever nefarious reasons you would like. They are as followed: 7, 11, 17, 24, 30, 31, and 44. Once again, your 7 lucky numbers are 7, 11, 17, 24, 30, 31, and 44. Buddy, we've made it to the end of the episode, and like we've been doing for the past, 50 episodes, can you believe it? Like, I could say that because legitimately we've been doing some of this shit for 50 episodes. It's crazy. Joshua, let the people know for the week of this Monday. I don't know what the week is. I fucking can't remember. But let them know what you got. What do you want to tell them? What do you want to do, buddy? What do you got to give the inspiration? You know,
a little bit of inspiration. All right, Sean. So as we head into a new week, I want to leave you with something, because recently I heard something, and I was a little bummed out in the way I heard this. And what I heard from this person was, why should I share what I worked hard to learn? This is what I heard. This is what somebody said to me. And it kind of struck a chord with me. So I think it's really important that if you learn something, you should definitely pass it on and share with people, because knowledge is power. And so if you're at work today and you're looking for somebody to teach something or whatever, just please teach them something, because if you don't teach them something, it's only going to be more work for yourself. So take that as you may. But I don't know what else to say, Sean. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. There's your maybe Monday monologue. I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, hey, we'll take it. I mean, I feel like each week they're getting shorter and shorter, so hey, that works for me. But like Joshua said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate it. Come on over to the store. Sorry for Lit Out Live. Buy a shirt. Buy this shirt. The freaking Space Cowboy over here.
Space Cowboy, yeah.
You know, space. We talked about space all the last month, so you know that's been fun. Joshua, I will leave you with one last thing. So here it is. What did the Earth make fun of the moon for?
I don't know. What?
Having no life. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. Deuces. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about before we start, Joshua?
No, but I do have to fix my balls.
There he goes again. That's probably my favorite part of the day, realistically, is watching you adjust yourself in your chair. You know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's that and it's like as you sit down, you have to, because we're gonna be here for at least an hour, sometimes longer. You know, my nuts slowly start to go under my leg, and just if I don't start with them fully pulled out between my thighs, I'm already halfway sitting on my nuts even before we begin, and I don't want to start that way.
That's a problem too. I think that leads to what is it, testicular torsion, where one of your nuts twists and you could essentially lose that nut. It's crazy. Body's crazy.
I think having big, some people want big balls, but they don't know the trauma big balls bring.
I think I read that in a Shakespearean play once.
Sounds like something Shakespeare would say, right?
Oh, shit.
I think he'd say that.
Let's just jump right into it then.